Rebel says Celtic's priority is obviously the Scottish Cup, but a new contract for Maida. I would throw in as well, Keith, that as this season is kind of rampaging on to a finish, surely one of the Celtic priorities has got to be Brendan Rodgers' contract. I mean, after the season, he's only got 1 year left. I mean, he's at the heart of all the Celtic success. Without him, I don't think Celtic would have had anywhere near as much success.
Yeah, but we're talking about two very different clubs here, aren't we? We're talking on the one hand previously about Rangers and the amateurish nature in which decisions are taken, bad decisions after bad decisions. Contracts have been a nightmare for them. They've let them run down. They've lost guys that they could have turned a coin on. They've still not offered Jans Hadji a new deal. And he could be the next one out the door in the summer. A guy that potentially you could get £4 or £5 million from the transfer market. He'll be away for free unless they put something in front of him and they do it rapid. So that's a club where its house isn't in order. It isn't even close to being in order. It's a disaster zone. And on the other side, you've got Celtic, who are the complete opposite in terms of getting their business done, getting contracts signed, making sure that they've got assets nailed down for the longer term to maximise whatever value you can get. If Brendan Rodgers wants to stay at Celtic, Brendan Rodgers will stay at Celtic. And it's as simple as that. And you don't need to worry about contracts because that will be done probably a phone call with Dermot Desmond. As long as he's still got the hunger for it and he's happy and settled, and I think I know he is. I don't see that being a problem. I don't think that Brendan Rodgers would even be battering anybody's door. I think he'll be perfectly relaxed about it. I think we've talked about this before, Daniel. I think he realised when he left that he made a bit of a mistake. He dropped a clanging. Grass not always greener, etc., etc. And I know that his family, they wanted to, even when he was at Leicester, bought property on the outskirts of Glasgow because in his mind's eye, I think him and his wife Charlotte wanted to bring their daughter up and go through education in Scotland. They just love the city. And I think he's kind of scratched the itch, maybe. So, it would need to be something ridiculous. It would need to be, an incredible job that would make Brendan Rodgers think of leaving again. And for as long as he wants to be there, as long as Celtic want him there, I just don't see it being an issue.
What I don't want to put you in the spot, Mick, but what is your gut feeling? Do you think he will stay on beyond his third season?
See, my gut feeling is I think he might get to the end of that contract and think, I've done my 2 stints, I've done 6 years across 2 spells, I've done it all, I've managed to get credibility back in Europe. I'm going to go and sit and have 6 months in my villa and see what's coming next. I just think, restoring his reputation in Glasgow, mopping up the lot, doing well in Europe, I think he might think, I've done it. The only way is down for here, so I might just go and relax for a bit and see where the next job comes from. That's just my gut feeling. I mean, Brendan Rodgers, I'm surprised he come back. So he has got a ability to kind of shock in that respect. So at this point in time, he's been asked about this contract, a few things, and he's keeping his options open. He's like, he makes jokes about it. Well, they might not want me. They might try and sack me and all that stuff. Like, listen, I mean, it's just not going to happen. He's been very kind of elusive. When asked about his contract, anytime it's come up, he's kind of dodged it with a couple of jokes, which leads me to suggest, I don't know. I think he might get to that point. He's dropped wee hints before, said that it's a long time to manage a club like Celtic. The unique pressures that comes with it. He might think that he's done his time. He's made his name. I mean, what would be left from him in Glasgow? Really, the only thing that would be left from him is if he wins the league again this next year. That'd be 5 in a row, and you start to think, is he going to do try and get another 5 in a row of that? That's a long
walk straight back into that same movie that he left.
Exactly. So that alone would be a reason for not to continue. If you're basically saying another 5 years, Brendan, you'll get that statue. Do you know what I mean? It's a long shift to get a statue next to the Villa of Walford. That's for sure. So I don't know. I just think he might decide that he's due a wee break, and that's he was on a break when Celtic came calling. Remember, having been bruised at Leicester after being a brilliant Leicester manager for for 90% of his time in charge there. And he got left a bit bruised at the end. And he was on a break when Celtic came calling for him. So I think he might want a chance to kind of recharge his batteries. I don't know. But at this point in time, it's a long way off. And what happens next year? Listen, it's a long... Who knows what's going on? As I said, we could have Rafa Benitez up against him with Ronaldo up front. We just don't know. We just don't know.
Look, Paul says in the comment section, I think after Celtic he'll move to Spain. John chimes in Celtic's saying Celtic will have a list of top 5 replacements. We are professionally run and well prepared. But I would just say on that, Keith, that I don't think there is 5 replacements within Celtic's grasp that could do as good a job as Rodgers. I think he's an elite manager.
They will struggle to find anyone better and better qualified. That's for sure. But as I said to you, yeah, I guess there will be preparation, will be getting done just in case. But I don't see this being an issue at all. I'm not like Mick. I think that he's looking really settled, really comfortable in his own skin, more so now than he was first time around. And certainly more so now than he was 6 months into his first full season. And things were just getting a bit, I don't know, a bit awry. It just wasn't hitting the ground running the way that I'm sure that he had it in his mind that it would. He's a different character now. He's comfortable. He's composed. He's strolling it, isn't he? Really.
He's the king of the castle, isn't he, just now?
Yeah. And that's what likes me.
Yeah.
I guess only time will tell.